In our modern age, the world revolves around new media technologies, which are extremely accessible and allows us to connect and communicate around the world. This coursework has been centred around the use of new media technologies to aid the creativeness and professionalism of our work. We were able to try new softwares and applications to help develop our research planning, construction and evaluation stages to ensure our final media products are the best and professional as they can be. The internet allowed me to go on to the search engine Google and allowed me to conduct in-depth research about horror thriller genres, directors and films. For example, I was able to research into the horror and thriller genre. Google especially allowed me to research the horror thriller genre. When doing this, I then came across the theory of German Expressionism, the origin of horror, and researched further into this on the online encyclopedia Wikipedia. YouTube allowed me to watch the full movie of The Cabinet of Dr. Caligari, which was the first among the Expressionism films, which can be seen on my previous blog about the film. This research allowed me to see the different aspects of horror and directors. However, Wikipedia is not 100% trustworthy, as it can be edited openly online by the public. This takes the advantages away, as the information shown could be false. IMDb was also another very useful website, which stands for International Movie Database. This website allowed me to look at information about film release dates, directors, production companies and ratings from a range of audiences, and also a summary of the storylines to determine its relevance to the horror genre. Once deciding on our film storyline, IMDb allowed me to research into films which had similar aspects to mine, like The House at the End of the Street, Gothica and The Lovely Bones. And I was able to look at their viewer ratings, which determined what our target audience would be, which we decided women between the ages of 15 and 25. My smartphone was useful throughout my research planning and evaluation stages, as the camera allowed me to take photos, interview my target audiences through the planning stages and get feedback, and also through the evaluation stages to get overall feedback of what went well and what they think we could have improved on. Apps available on my smartphone have also been extremely useful. For example, the use of PicPlay Post, which is a free application that allowed me to make videos including still images with more than one video and photo, which allowed me to analyse the different trailers whilst they were playing, which helped when constructing and editing my work, as I was able to look at the different trailers to get ideas of how to edit my own. The app also allowed me to make picture collages, which are used throughout my blogging to make my blogs media rich. Another application I have used since my foundation portfolio is Splice. This application allows me to make videos which I can edit text, add photos and include voiceovers and music. In terms of contact, we used WhatsApp, which is another free application that you can download onto smartphones. We used to send each other messages and images about filming and also the constructing of our magazine and poster, as there were times where we were able to edit our poster outside of school, and this was the way we contacted each other to explain what we needed to add into the poster and magazine cover. When constructing, we used my own handheld Canon camera. It was extremely easy to operate, and especially when uploading our footage onto the computer into iMovie. I also used the camera to take photographs for our poster and magazine cover. I originally used my own camera as I was comfortable with it, and know how it operates and how to adapt the settings in order to make our photos look professional. We used iMovie to edit our footage. At first I found it hard to use, but now I am familiar. I have found it a lot easier to use, as I have learnt some new things when editing. For example, I've learnt how to adjust the colours, to add transitions, and to add text onto the footage. We also use Photoshop to create our green screen and He's Behind You logo for our trailer, and also the Coming Soon sign for our trailer. When researching music and constructing music for our trailer, we firstly began looking on YouTube and SoundCloud to find a soundtrack that would complement our trailer and editing. At first we was finding it difficult to find one exact soundtrack to fit our whole trailer. So we used a numerous of different soundtracks and combined them all together. However, when getting feedback off our teacher, she said the music did not completely fit the horror genre. So we began looking at another music from trailers such as Insidious and The Shining and Annabelle to see how they use sound. And we came across a pattern that the sound they use is very diegetic, with sharp sound effects when something unexpected happens, which makes the audience jump and scared. We were able to make a soundtrack similar to this for our trailer that matched perfectly to the editing. We did this using SoundCloud downloader, which was really useful as the soundtracks that we downloaded off of SoundCloud downloader were copyright free, and we were able to cut the specific soundtracks and combine them into one whole soundtrack for our trailer that really matched our feel and plot of our film. So overall, SoundCloud downloader was really useful when trying to find a soundtrack and making a soundtrack. During the evaluation stages, social networking was important, especially as our coursework itself was presented on the new media social networking site Tumblr. After already using Tumblr for my first year of AS Media and finding it difficult to use, I now have experience with it and have a better understanding of how to use it. As a new media product, it arranges my blog systematically, allowing me to change the dates of my blog so that they're in the correct order of how I research and planned. We also utilise new social media networking sites to interact with our target audience and to post our final text. Facebook and Instagram especially allowed us to utilise and ensure that we successfully targeted our primary target audience, as it is them who utilise the social networking sites the most. The great thing about using social networking is that Facebook and Instagram are both free to join, and therefore we were able to provide awareness of our trailer and products and advertise them freely to our target audiences in order to get feedback for our final products. I was able to use Padlet.com to create a page which included our free products and copied the link onto my Facebook page, where my target audience were able to edit text on the Padlet page and add information and feedback of what they thought we did well and what we could have improved on. As you can see, I got a lot of responses from using this site and was really helpful when communicating with our primary and secondary audiences in order to get a good response. Overall, the use of new media technologies has been extremely important when I was research and planning and during my construction and evaluation stages in order to make my products as best and professional as they could be.